So I wanted to make a video of the street where I grew up. This is Long Hill Road. It used to be part of Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard, and they cut it when they cut B&A Boulevard to put 100 through. So it's been a dead-end road as long as we've lived here. I grew up with a lot of trees around me, a lot of forests, a lot of animals, wild berries. And then several years ago, they put up this condo development over here. It's not apartments, it's single-owned condos, I believe. And so of course you can see, I mean, they took a ton of trees down, obviously, to build this. And it also really affected traffic patterns. So, as I said, we're on a dead-end road. This development doesn't link up with our street, but it comes out to Mountain Road where our street also ends. And it's made it really difficult to get out of our street. It's increased the traffic greatly. In fact, I've made some complaints to local politicians, but they've basically told me that not enough people live on our road to put a light in, a traffic light. It's really actually a dangerous intersection. So anyway, I wanted to show you this. This is another development of single-family townhomes. 207 families they want to put in here, which means that all of this is going to go. So all of these standing people, all these ancient ones, this is all going to go on this side, which really, quite frankly, makes no sense. It's going to make the traffic here nearly impossible to drive. And they're still not going to put a light in, at least not that they've said. I don't know, maybe enough people will complain. I know the residents on the street are trying to meet with these developers to discuss this, but basically you have no rights. I mean, Pasadena, Anne Arundel County is owned by rich white people, and they do what they want. It's all about money. And so there's no connection to the earth. There's no connection to these beautiful plants. There's a lot of wildlife. We frequently see fox, occasionally, less often now because of the other development, but I sometimes see deer. And there's an owl that we hear, usually in the wintertime. My mom and I were hearing him quite a bit. I'm going to take you up here. This is one of the places I used to come and play when I was a kid. My mom sees hummingbirds in our backyard. Come through here. And there have been several smaller developments that have gone up but haven't been quite as destructive on our street. But really, we're at the point where this is just ridiculous. So, if you can kind of see this little path, goes down to some sand dunes. Continuing down that way, and then over here, and some big rocks. Fun place to play as a kid. This will all be gone. This is gonna basically be where this subdivision is put in. So it makes my heart ache looking at these beings, these living, breathing beings, and knowing that they're gonna die. I mean, their time is limited. And why? Because of greed. Because of greedy people. And until we all learn how to respect this environment and care for it that was given to us, you know, I don't know what to do anymore. You feel really helpless. Even like I said, you know, residents getting together and meeting with the developers and complaining. The developers keep trying to put us off in terms of meeting with us. So, you know, if they already have the approval and the permits, I don't really see what can be done. But this is the kind of thing that happens all the time. And my parents have lived here for almost 45 years. So we've seen a lot of changes, but I think this is probably the worst of it. And I'm really hoping that my parents will move. It's time. It's time to go and find a new home. But unfortunately, these trees can't do the same, and the animals that are going to lose their habitat, I mean, who knows what will happen to them. Turtles, rabbits, frogs, possum, bats, all things I grew up with. We actually haven't seen possum in a long time. So just gradually everything is disappearing. Anyway, I wanted to remember what this looks like and share my story and just urge people, stop buying new houses. If you didn't know, any one of you that buys homes in a new development, you contribute to this. You contribute to taking down all of these trees, to destruction of habitat, the destruction of ecosystems. So be aware. Look around you. Look at the bees. Look at the trees. Try to find some appreciation to this life, because without trees, we can't breathe. We're destroying our air. If you can't care about another being, try to care about yourself. Do you care about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the soil that you live on? Do you grow plants? Do you grow your own food? We've always had a garden in our backyard. So, I don't know, share this message, try to get involved with local politics where you live, and try to prevent this destruction. Stop buying new homes, buy an old house. If you can afford to buy, God, be really grateful that you can. Thanks for listening. Bye.